It looks like the 2025 championship battle is going to go down to Abu Dhabi after this crazy report of the McLaren cars. Now, there was so much happening after the race. Did Lando have a big enough fuel sample, and why was he lifting and coasting so much to the point where he was losing 3 to 4 seconds to George Russell in the last 3 to 4 laps? And it has now came out that both Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris were investigated for skid wear on the bottom part of their car, and disqualifications are handed out. This puts a crazy twist on the championship battle, and it's unbelievable to think that Max is still somehow in this. He does still need some luck, even with both these disqualifications, but regardless, a crazy turn of events. So far, we've had this happen to Ferrari in China with the plank wear, and now to McLaren in Las Vegas of all tracks. There were a lot of sparks flying, which still comes to a shock. I thought maybe the fuel sample and maybe to Lando Norris, but hitting Oscar Piastri as well, this is a huge dent in the championship for both drivers and quite the big mistake for McLaren to make. There was even a virtual safety car, so there were points in the race where this car wasn't even pushing to its max, and still, yet again, they hit that plank wear. With the straight being so big and this track generally being very bumpy, it is possible for this to happen, and we've seen it just happen. Max Verstappen will now be 24 points behind Lando, so there is a possibility. Qatar should be a pretty good GP for the Red Bull. I worry a bit for Abu Dhabi considering how strong that McLaren is on its tires and a lot of those two-stop races where tire management is extremely important. The McLaren thrives, and in Qatar we have that kind of weird setup for the two-stop where it's mandatory, so they can push the hardest, and I think that's where the Red Bull will really strive. Yes, they did good in Vegas. It's going to be tough to replicate that in Abu Dhabi. As I said, when you count in those big straights in Vegas, the amount of bumps, and just generally having a low ride height in the car, maybe to compensate for the rain that was happening in the FP sessions, there wasn't enough track running for all the teams, so you kind of have to gamble on the setup, and McLaren gambled completely wrong. This is a big hit for both drivers. Even though Lando is still the favorite, quite a way to end the scenes here in Vegas after what was, I don't think, the most entertaining GP. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you guys think of this insane turn of events twice now? This is probably one of the first times I've ever heard that Ferrari double DSQs and now McLaren as a team double DSQ. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Please leave a like, subscribe, it'd mean the world, and peace.